Okay, good morning. It's Saturday, June 4th. Sun's just getting ready to come up there. Getting ready to depart Calzadilla de la Cueza for Sahagun, which is a pretty big city. And I'll be there 2 nights. Tonight, today we're going 24 kilometers. So 10 or 20 is 12. So it's probably 14, 15 miles by the time we get done with it. And then tomorrow morning when I get up, I walk out as far as I can go, take a cab back to that hotel, spend the night, get up the next morning, take a shuttle, not a cab, to where I left off the day before. And then I'll be, I think, in Lyon, so, which is a very big city, provincial capital, etc. But things are going well. The thing with the blister was I did not listen to my foot, and it was on the side there. So I had correctly wrapped it with moleskin so it didn't hurt, but it kept filling up with fluid. So the surgical assistant took care of me last night. That's what you saw in the video. All right, have a great weekend, and hopefully I'll have some good pictures for you today. Okay, a little after 9, mid-morning update. We're on the Meseta, and those hills in front of us that you see are probably 3 kilometers away, so maybe 2 miles away, but continuing to march on. Beautiful day, still cool. I think it's about 65 right now. Okay, good morning. It's Sunday, June 4th. It's a very crisp and unusually cold 51 degrees. Heading from Sahagun to El Burgo, Ranero. It's a short, I think 18 kilometers, a little bit less. But there's only one stop, so I'm worried about my cafe con leche and my tortilla, and I know that if you don't see a photo of it, you'll be disappointed. More to follow. Okay, good afternoon. So it is June 5th, contrary to, I think I said June 4th this morning when I started out, but got 2 days on this video. Yesterday went from Calzadilla de la Cueza to Sahagun, and then Sahagun is like a town. It's like a mini Pamplona. In fact, all the barricades were still up from them running the bulls, I think, last weekend. It's pretty interesting to see how they do that. This morning, got up, had an 18-kilometer walk that didn't take very. Had definitely had our legs, and I walked with one of the Calgarian ladies from Calgary, and we were there by 11. I had lunch, and then I was back here by 12, taking a cab back here. So that was from Sahagun to El Burgos, Ranero. So tomorrow when I get up, I'll be taking a cab back to El Burgos, Ranero, and then walking 20 kilometers. That's 12 plus 2 plus 4, so 14 miles, 14 and a half miles tomorrow. And then a long day going into Leon, 32K. So in case you're wondering how I keep track of all this, here's my cheat sheet. And then I've even got for Dad and Jenny, when they get here on the 18th, I've got all the details about how far we walk every day, etc. So, okay, so for Dad and Jenny, number one, pack as light as possible. Do not bring anything extra. I know you got 40 pounds to lug around, but I'm currently contemplating what we will do when we finish the Camino, whether we go out to Finisterre or we stay in Santiago, because there's so much to do in Santiago that we'll miss out on. And I think we've all been to the coast before. We've all seen the coast of California or Florida, whatever. That's really what you're seeing at Finisterre. So what I'm thinking is, once we we'll get our Compostels, etc., the day after we complete, or if we can get them that day, gives us that entire day to figure out all the things to do in Santiago, and then we'll either get up and I'm going to start checking the train schedule, or by the next 2 or 3 days I'll let you know if we need to book a flight from Santiago to Madrid. I have the airport in mind in Madrid. I have the hotel in Madrid already picked out, and I'll send that along here today or tomorrow, probably tomorrow. Okay, so number one, pack light, and I'm talking like as light as possible. You just throw stuff in the sink. I've got plenty of the soap that you use. A little bit goes a long way, and you just hang your stuff up, or most hotels have a place outside for you to hang your clothes to dry, and there's no humidity here, so when you hang it up, even socks or something that's wool or whatever dries very, very quickly. Some lessons learned. So crotch management. So you need to make sure that whatever you're going to wear, that when you're sweating like James Brown, that it's not hanging down and rubbing your crotch or your thighs or whatever, because it will make you absolutely miserable. So I've been wearing the same set of Columbia, hiking shorts with the net inside for the entire time, and I intend, unless the weather gets really cold, I'll continue to do that. Feet wise, I did get a blister on day 11. I don't know if it was a sock issue, or I think I didn't have my shoe tight. I had taken them off. When I put it back on, I forgot to tighten it. The weather was terrible. The wind was blowing. I just wanted to get to the end, so instead of doing the smart thing and stopping, I didn't. So I got that blister. You guys all saw. I lost no time on that. The next morning, I just got up and put a piece of moleskin, cut it so that there was a circle in the middle, and put that on top of the blister, and I carried on with no issues. Didn't have any problems at all. And then it wasn't draining, so one of the Canadian ladies owns a high-end spa or something, and I think she's an RN or something too. But anyway, you saw them doctor me up, and the flap is still on there. It's doing great. Okay, so lesson learned: you got to have the right socks. You got to make sure your laces are the exact what they're supposed to be, and pull the insoles out of your shoes that you're going to wear. If you're not happy with that insole, go buy some other ones, and don't buy Dr. Scholl's. Buy the Superfeet or something like that. So what happened with mine is I had trained in them before I left, and then Karen and I walked a minimum of 10,000 steps a day, so 5 miles plus on the ship. And then in some days, we were over 20. And I wore those insoles out, and then when I put 250 miles on them after not 200, 250 yesterday. So they're wore out, they're worthless. So there was a store here, I went and got another set of insoles, and when I used those today, I was absolutely delighted. So make sure that they're stiff, like there's a little bit of stiffness in that insole, because you're going to be walking over rocks and gravel, and over a period of time, even without a pack, you're going to feel the rocks and gravel if you don't have a good insole in your shoes. So my guess is that unless you've got a lot of miles on them and they're broken down, you'll be fine. But pull them out, and if you think it looks floppy, replace it. Clothes wise, I'm wearing like a long sleeve t-shirt with UPF 50 protection. Every morning I slather myself in 50 on my face, and I still get a little bit of red. My legs, I do the backs of my legs to make sure the sun didn't get those, but generally you're done by 1:30 or 2 at the latest. Okay, so even walking slowly, you've got plenty of time for that. So that's it probably for any tips or hints. If you have questions, just send me a text on the family link there, and I'll answer that. But so the schedule looks good for me going into Sari. I'll be there 2 days ahead of Dad and Jenny, and I've got some sightseeing to do, and then I'm going to meet some people from Minnesota that I met. I'm going to meet them there. And I met just people from all over the world. That's very, very interesting. So that is it for now. Oh, don't bring a water bottle or anything to put water in unless you're going to use it for the flight over. I'll just buy the couple of bottles of water, and you just refill that bottle, and then if something happens to that bottle, you throw it away and buy another one, and you keep refilling that. And I'm drinking water out of the tap of the hotel and out of the fountains in the towns, and had no problems. Okay, that's it. I'm signing off here for Sunday, June 5th.